What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 138. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trivity Trio.
And we're all staring at the fucking monolith of Adam.
And it's cold in the D.
Yeah.
Ain't it though? I got a sweatshirt on right now. I got pants on.
I'm sitting here.
When have y'all ever seen me with pants on?
I wore pants outside earlier, but I'm wearing shorts. I've seen you with pants on.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, a little clarity here.
Well, this week we watched, why is there a CKY video in here?
I saw that on Facebook and I wanted to post it. It's that wood riff.
Yeah. It's 10 hours of that?
Yeah, dude.
I wish that could have been the music that was playing when the ape discovered that the bone could be a weapon.
Oh my! We
can recut it. We can make the clip better, faster, stronger. Trav messaged me earlier and said, I wish I could yell at people in Walmart like those apes yell at each other.
I know, right?
Or just anytime I disapproved of something, just chimp out like that.
Well, that's the way it used to be, right? Like back in the day.
Good old day.
Like you just
fun times.
Had to let out a primal yell.
Yeah, we watched a Space Odyssey.
2001 Interstellar Odyssey.
Where y'all want to start at? Fuck robots?
This is the first time, not the first time I've seen this movie, but this is the first time I've watched it on Blu-ray.
It looked really good.
Poppin'.
Jesus Christ, dude, it looked amazing.
That copy I watched was fucking mint.
Yeah, fucking mint.
It looks so fucking good. Just like, I mean, yeah, let's just start at the beginning. I think that's the best because there's a lot of metaphors going on in this movie, you know?
Here's what I'm excited to do here. A lot of people, there's a lot of videos online of people trying to explain the ending of this movie, what this movie means.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what y'all have to say because I have like a 3 to 4 minute clip of Mr. Stanley Kubrick himself explaining what this movie means. He didn't do interviews with people, but he did an interview over the phone.
And really?
And it's just a clip of him telling you what this movie means.
I'm interested in hearing that.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
Okay.
I've already heard the clip, so I'm gonna have to.
So you've already.
So I mean, I could tell you what I think, but what I think is gonna line up with his clip, you know?
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like whenever I was reading up on it, it's like they left the movie the way they cut a lot of it out because they wanted people to kind of extract their own.
Well, and at the end,
yeah,
whatever he went back to Earth for, that's on you.
So they ain't got to explain shit.
Yeah.
Like it happened because of movie.
Yeah.
No, I kid. It's got a lot to unpackage, you know.
Well,
it only drives me to want to watch Metropolis even more, though, because this is heralded as like the greatest sci-fi film of all time.
Metropolis.
No. 2001. Metropolis is kind of the mother of all of them, though. You know what I mean? Like it was the first one.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, right. And it kind of I'm holding out until we finally get around to watching it on the pod. That's a movie I really, really want to watch. It's old as shit, so I'm prepared for the slog fest maybe. But visually, but like reading it, I was told it was visually amazing though, especially for the time period it came out. I know I'm diverging from 2001, but I feel like it was related.
Let's talk about this time period.
Yeah,
1968.
I mean, it's incredible what they were able to do. I mean, it's like the last half of the movie was like one giant optical illusion.
It was, dude.
The last 20 minutes.
No,
even him floating through the ship.
Yeah,
that whole scene where he goes in to disable Hal is like,
yeah,
And he's like, I think you owe me an explanation, Dave. I mean,
Dave's like, "Fuck you,
he didn't
Hal."
say shit to him. The
Hell
only thing
no.
he said was sing the song.
Daisy.
Yeah, that shit
Daisy.
got creepy.
That's such a
I can feel my
that
memory fading, Dave.
from the moment the intermission it comes back from the intermission. From that point, it's just like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's a mouth breathing moment from that point. I mean, the whole movie's a mouth breather, you know.
The
Yeah.
scene where he gets out of that pod and floats over to that thing,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there like,
With no line.
just staring at no sound really,
No.
right? You're just sitting there staring at it like, whoa, shit, dude.
Which is real, right? Like, there's no sound in
Not in
space.
space. No one can hear you scream.
Well,
Yeah.
the scenes where they're navigating through the corridors, and those really, I feel like we just heard the buzz of the air compressors or whatever forever, and it I don't know if that was its effect was to make you uncomfortable, but it made me uncomfortable the whole time.
Well,
When it would cut to the moments where it would just be like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you just hear like little transmission coming in. Trav said it earlier when we were talking earlier today. He said, no lines until 25 minutes into this movie.
Yeah. Oh, I can believe it because I mean the Dawn of Man takes what 30, 35 minutes to get, and then it shows him traveling to the space station, which is no dialogue. So
really good shots in this movie. Good
Oh,
camera
yeah.
work. Good, and the scenes like they would set up. Just everything, man. The
Yeah.
cinematography. One of my favorite scenes is when he's going in to turn disable Hal. He
Yeah.
opens that thing and he goes into that room with all that red,
Yeah.
that glowing shit everywhere. That's
Oh,
like
you
one of
just
the
hear him-
coolest
you just-
shits ever.
You just hear Hal be like, "Stop."
What do you think you are
Stop,
doing,
Dave.
Dave?
He's like, I think you owe me an explanation here.
Yeah.
I know I made some bad calls, but I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Everything's all
fuck
right,
you, man.
Yeah.
Why was Hal trying to fuck the mission?
He wasn't. He was trying to preserve his own existence.
So that's how smart he was. He wanted to live, and he knew once the mission was over, he was over. So he wanted to live forever.
Well, the way that I took it was he developed his own sentience.
Yeah, but
Right.
even before they talked about turning him off, he's the one that caused the fucking malfunction. He did
Right.
that shit. He did it on
Well,
purpose.
They spent enough time though explaining how the HAL 9000 models were
They don't make mistakes.
they were all perfect, but they had noticed this, and it to me it begs the question if all the HALs are like that.
I think
they're all programmed the same.
Because it's the only HAL 9000 that's, I don't know, going to Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and that, like you just said, Travis, I think that they're all programmed the same, all that stuff, but I think that they develop their own identity depending on the situation that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where you can look at it as like, okay, he develops his identity, and it's almost a test to see how these humans would react to him. Or also, you could consider it like, well, the closer that they got to the monolith, the more fucked up he got. So what was that influence? Because think about it, the Dawn of Man happens, it lands, and then they realize that they can use tools. That's the whole opening shot of the movie. The first 30 minutes is them realizing that they can use tools, and if they use tools, they have the upper hand over whatever creatures don't have tools.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
to add what you're saying, the whole shot of the ape learning to club stuff, just like, to me, that was mirrored by the scene when Dave is like, okay, you're not gonna let me in, fuck it, I'll blow the hatch and get I will be intuitive and invent a way in.
Yeah.
Like, he outsmarted the fucking supercomputer. He did.
And that, whenever I saw it, I'm like, well, he can just back that bitch up to a fucking door and blow himself in there. Like, you know, whenever I saw that start happening in the movie, I'm like, that's how he's going to get into the ship. Like, he's got to. There's no other way. He doesn't have a helmet.
I don't think that would work in real life.
They made Stanley Kubrick made sure to let you know that the back of that hatch, one of them hatches, was going to blow the fuck off, because it made a point to show shots of it being like, explosive bolts.
Yeah.
They show that on the
several
hatch
times.
Yeah, dude, at least 5 times they show the back of that, and they're close enough to where you could read it. And they would show on the outside where you could see it on the outside, like that you could, that you could do a manual override.
The guy that they had doing the voice of Hal, he did so good at conveying emotion and emotionlessness at the same time.
I like when he questioned Dave. He said, "Can I ask you a question?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Didn't you think the whole mission, like, it's kind of weird?" And Dave's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, all 4 of these guys are ever having. I think there were 4, right? They were all trained. Total. Okay, they were all trained separately.
Yeah.
They were in deep sleep before they were ever brought onto the ship.
Yeah.
And then all the weird shit that happened before the mission took off.
Yeah.
All the secrecy. There's something. He's like, something's.
Yeah.
Like the robot was like, something's fishy.
Right. But I mean,
he was right.
Yeah, he said. Well, he said.
So was Hal aware of the pre-recorded message or not? That was the question I was wondering.
I don't think so, right?
I feel like he would have.
Why did they do the pre-recorded message? In case they had to disable Al? Did they know that was going to happen? Was it a worry that it could happen?
Or was it a way of keeping things psychologically kosher on that ship,
Yeah. Well, and that's a possibility. I mean, they could have a pre-recorded messages pop up every, Merry Christmas and this, you know what I'm saying? Even though they can still contact it takes so long for contact to happen, but they can still contact Earth.
If Hal knew about that message, then why did he ask Dave those questions? Because he would have, he knew the answer.
Well,
was he just fucking with Dave?
Well, it was something that Griff brought up a moment ago when we were talking about the possible faultiness of Hal, or the self-preservation stuff of all of the Hals. If he acquired sentience, then that sentience is clearly modeled after a human.
I'm guessing the doctor that trained him.
So, that being said, if he is just a replica of human consciousness, if that's what the AI or how he is, what if on the way out there he got space madness? The computer went crazy on the trip.
Yeah.
Instead, all the humans were able to keep it together, but the computer lost its shit because it's just in a vacuum.
Yeah.
It can't spread to another network.
Well, when that mission's over, that's the end of the line for Hal, or at least that version, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think he liked that. Would you?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know if he thought. Well, it would be weird for him to think that, because wouldn't you assume that having an AI that advanced is a benefit if you're that far from Earth?
Yeah.
You're gonna want something that can drop some answers, on the dime, So I mean, I feel like arriving with considering that they were going to the signal and subsequently the monolith, and we get shoved into the discount Doctor Who opening, I guess it was the end of the road for him.
It is, dude. I mean, once that mission is complete, he's trapped in that ship. He's not leaving the ship. I mean, unless they take those things out and move it to another, which they may, but is that ship gonna return? They don't know if it's coming back, that's the one. It turned out to be a one-way trip. But you gotta think about this, the whole reason Hal did what he did is he's like, I can't let you jeopardize this mission. It's way too important. Well, dude, he killed everybody on the fucking ship.
Yeah.
What mission? Once he killed those motherfuckers, once he killed them, there is no mission. He can't get off the ship and go explore or do whatever. It's like, dude, you just killed it. You just ended the mission.
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense.
Or what if
It was almost like
they were?
It was almost like he had a moment, y'all, where he started to get like a little selfish. He's like, no, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't fucking on me.
What if he? Maybe I'm overlooking a detail, but with him bringing up that they were all, the oddity of the mission. What if it's because the people on board, they were dead already, but those vitals were fake? Like, what if him cutting that off wasn't him murdering them, but it was him being like, okay, I've gotten rid of Dave. I can cut this shit off now.
Then why were they on there?
To keep those two from being the only two. And you know what I mean? Like they can have a comfort knowing that when they get where they're going, okay, there's going to be more people to talk to. We just got to get there first.
Yeah. Well, those guys were supposed to go on their own missions and be separated, I think. But you could see the glass start to freeze.
Yeah.
And then it was like, malfunction, warning, malfunction.
Critical level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he killed them. But here's why he killed them. Because once he realized that they're like, we got to turn this motherfucker off. So whoever wakes up is going to be on board with that.
Yeah.
So everybody's got to go.
Yeah.
But then what's the mission? It's just Hal floating around in space.
Right.
I mean, he could live a long time, right? He doesn't need oxygen. He doesn't need food.
Well, forever, really.
I mean, until the ship. Power. Yeah.
So.
Well, what would have happened if, I don't know. It sounds stupid the more I think about it. What if Hal had interacted with the monolith?
I don't think.
To him?
I think that's why it fucked with Hal, because it didn't want him.
Yeah.
And I think he knew that. Because it fucked with him. Because this is the monolith. This is like some kind of super alien race that showed up to Earth and was like, here's how to use a tool. Helped us, pushed us along.
Yeah, it kind of put our evolutionary track on.
Which is exactly what happened to Dave when he got there. He was come back as a star child, and it sent him back to Earth for the next step.
Yeah.
Like this was the game plan all along. Get smart enough to get off the planet, find the monolith. Whoop, it's pointed at Jupiter. Go there. Come, before you can reach the next step, you got to be able to do all that.
Yeah.
Because then you're on the level. But I don't think that, Hal wasn't part of that plan.
So here's the thing: is Dave as the Star Child? Is that a case of what happened, and he was really observing the Earth, or was that just a metaphor?
Nah, dude, it's real. And this isn't me talking. This is the creator. You'll hear the clip. This is like that shit's real. He went there. He had no concept of time while he was there, so his whole life just played out right there. The monolith shows up. He's reborn. The next step, like he's reborn. He comes back, and he's sent back to Earth.
Yeah.
To kickstart the next step. Like, hey, first time we fucked with you, we gave you tools. Now we give you this. Like, he returns like a god. Like Superman almost. Like,
and the monolith is kind of like the intergalactic version of the Georgia Guidestones in a way. Because like you said earlier, Adam, it's like it shows up on Earth, right? And then it tools. Next step Moon. Next step Jupiter. What's the step after that? Where is that going to take us to? But shit's got to happen beforehand.
Yeah.
And see, the dawn of time, how much time passed between that and us getting onto the moon?
Us finding the monolith.
Yeah.
Well, the monolith wasn't buried.
No.
When it was put there, it wasn't buried, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Did you see how deep it was?
Yeah.
That's how much time had passed.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just
such a great movie.
Yeah. Well, and all right, before we go any further, like I just the way that I took it is just it's almost like yes, it's aliens, right? Or some higher intelligence, but it's almost it's kind of like Prometheus, right?
Yeah,
So
just like it, dude.
Prometheus, they show up, they drink the shit, he falls, and he completely starts the
Everything.
human evolution. This is just that, but instead of somebody showing up and kick-starting everything at the beginning, they're showing up to some Neanderthals or whatever you want, Cro-Mags, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
and they
them,
gave them the know-how.
the knowledge. And it just bred and bred and bred and bred until we get. I mean, because think once you can like book flights to the moon, I mean, realistically, where are we going to go next? Because there's no habitable planets.
I'm sorry.
There's no habitable planets anywhere close to us. And I mean, they're going to Jupiter, yeah, but it took them 18 months to get there. In reality, it's going to take longer than that based off of the technology that we currently have, right?
Yeah, way longer.
So, yeah. So it's just crazy, man. Like just thinking about it that way because what I was pulling from it was like it's God, right?
Yeah,
Whenever you break it down, it's God. Whether it's from
it's
a
bigger than
creation
us.
yeah, from a creation standpoint, no.
It's our God.
Yeah, but from just evolution itself, the monolith, whoever put it there, whatever's going on with it is just it is the quote unquote creator.
Well, it's what exists outside of our existence, like not having the needs of what we have, like finally getting past that, being beyond that, you know.
Yeah.
And on that level, it would be, it is godlike to us, but there would be another step after that too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So that's what I got out of it. And after it went off, like I was, when you watch something and you're just like brain fried.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. For
But
like
this movie does it every time.
Yeah, I know.
Even after you know what it means, it's still like, huh?
Well, it's one of those movies that, depending on what age and what mindset that you're in, it gives you different results. You know what I mean? Because just think about a young, angry teenage Griffin watching this, and he sees it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pull something different from it there, as opposed to being almost 30, married, life is settled and going pretty decent for the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just it's one of those rare cases where this movie pulls from your personal life and your personal experiences and causes the mystique to grow more and more.
And I think adding to that, it's got a way, like you said, with the younger version of you and the older version of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to put the thoughts together, damn it. It just slipped my mind. I'm really trying to bring it back, man.
That makes sense though, because when I watched this
when you're older,
10 years ago.
Well, when us having watched it now, like Griffin said,
it's different.
It's a more settled environment that you're watching it. And at this point in life, I think everyone starts taking those deep questions a little more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more seriously, so that you can interpret it and you can take it in for the artwork that it is.
Yeah. Because imagine watching this. Let's say the average life expectancy is 80?
Yeah, now, yeah.
So if we watch it again in 10 years from now, then what are we going to take away from it then?
What will we know then?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what'll be different in our world then? Like right now, guys, like we're right there where they got robots that
are smart.
Oh man, we're like
not mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're dude. The last time I watched this movie, we didn't have those.
Yeah.
We wasn't on this. We didn't have self-driving cars.
No.
Like what are we gonna have 10, 15, 20 years? What are we gonna have when we're 80?
I mean, the whole robotics thing's pretty the spectrum's kind of covered now. We're at the point where we have AI that can tell us where we're going and how to get our family safety to
Use
the
it every
zoo.
day.
And then we've got the AI that'll remember the suck pattern on your fucking sex doll. You know what I mean? Like, it's everywhere.
That's the AI that I need, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's silly,
What's that
but
AI
I mean,
called?
but for the
Hang
case
on, I need to
of,
write that down.
well, I mean, well, you know,
I'm just kidding. I know what you
know,
mean, dude.
with robots and shit, you know, it's coming.
Shit, in some countries it's already there.
Yeah.
Suck option 5, engage.
5's the highest you can go. It's like, I'm not gonna put it on 5; it'll blow my cock off.
Slaps you for sex doll. This thing can suck your dick so many goddamn ways.
Yeah. 6 ways from Friday.
So the monolith, what basically pulls him into the void, right?
Yeah.
Where he lives his life out.
And there's and like he lived it out, y'all.
Yeah.
But he had no concept of time here.
Yeah.
And I really like how they did this. When he first landed, he looked across the room.
Yeah.
There's him. Pod's gone. Looks back. He's still standing there. Then he's gone. Then it's just him at the table. He just turns around. It's like, then he comes in there. Like, he just looks across the room. Oh, there's me. And he didn't even, like, he wasn't freaked out by it.
No. He was just acknowledging it.
I know this because of what's said in the interview. This was like this was a zoo for humans.
Yeah.
What he was in was like a zoo.
And that would make sense why it's got all that.
Why it looked the way it looked.
Yeah.
Because they thought that this, you know how when we put animals in a zoo, it's like, oh, put a rock in there and a thing that they could swing on and put. So it was like a perfect little zoo for him. So the whole time he was there, he was studied, he was watched.
That takes it even a step further, man, because when it cuts to him like in the robe and he's sitting at that table, he turns around and looks at you like something in a cage would if it's eating. It's like, what the fuck do you want?
He was being watched,
you know?
the whole time. And here's the question I always had, like when he walks over that table, who fucking made the food? Where'd the food come from? Like he just walked over there, sat down, and started eating. When he breaks that glass, y'all, he looks over the table and stares, and they hold this shot.
Yeah.
For a long time, and it's like nowadays, dude, if someone made a movie, they wouldn't make a movie like this.
No.
You'll never get a movie like this, like those kinds of shots. And
well, not only that, but think about the story itself. You have the Dawn of Man, 30 minutes. Then another 30 minutes is the general or whatever he is going to the moon and talking with them about what's going on, how they're trying to sell it to people, why they can't get access to the moon, and this, that, and the other. And then after the intermission, it's just a whole different. I mean, yeah, it connects itself with, them being on a mission to Jupiter because of what happened on the moon. But
because it cuts. It says 18 months later.
Yeah,
it just cuts.
And my question was that we never got answers to. So whenever dude lands on the moon, he has the board meeting, and then they suit up and they go to the side of the monolith.
This is one of the coolest scenes ever, dude.
That
wide shot
alone, yes,
that wide shot where they walk, where they all go around, they walk, and the shot never moves. They walk down the side. And you're just looking at this thing. It's got cameras around it. Did y'all see the cameras on the tripods watching it from all angles and these big lights, man? And when they walk up to it, you start hearing this noise.
Yeah.
Not the noise, just that music that was like, like, whoa, dude, talk about building up some tension.
Yeah. Well, and then he touches it. And then not long after he touches it is when it starts making that high pitched.
Yep, that's when you have to turn it down.
Yeah,
because it gets loud, dude.
Yeah.
The dog's like barking and shit. I'm like, it's just a monolith. Settle down.
Calm down. But my question was
what happened to him when he touched it?
Well, yeah, he touches it, right? And then intermission happens. Then they're on their way to Jupiter.
What happened in between that?
Well, I just want to know what happened to that guy. Because, I mean...
Isn't he the one you see in the video clip? Explaining to him? I think that's him.
I thought that was just the from flight control or ground control to Major Tom?
No, whenever he goes in there and disables Hal, the video that comes up, that's the guy from the beginning that was riding the thing, meeting with the people.
Oh, I thought that was just the guy that was briefing them on the other
It may have
stuff.
been. They all looked alike.
Yeah. But
They all
I
had
mean,
the same haircut.
right. Well, think about it. If he touches that, let's say, all right, we can get to the moon and back, but we haven't tried to travel further than that. What if him touching that causes like a phenomenon type situation with John Travolta to happen, where like he gets like a tumor, but he can figure this shit out. We can get to Jupiter.
Well, probably by him touching it, I would figure it did lay out some sort of game plan, because all they were going on here was they were like, it's pointed at Jupiter.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a fucking wall. How you know which way it's pointed?
Well, they said that
there's a signal, right?
It emitted a signal and it was going to Jupiter.
Okay. But by touching it, did he have a little more insight? Was he like, we need to go there?
Well, I'm thinking that maybe that is what caused our technology to go the next step to get to Jupiter, and to get there so quickly was because him or some of the people there, because you got to think scientists.
There was a whole group of motherfuckers.
Yeah, so
they all heard the squeal.
Yeah. And it almost like laid an egg in their mind of like how to accomplish this task, you know?
It was all a test.
Really?
It was a test.
Everything. Hal was a test. Hal was testing his limitations and human reactions to whatever the fuck he's trying to do. The monolith is testing us and is testing like Neanderthals. Like that's all it was. And it you're right. There will never be a movie like this
made. Man, they can't.
Again.
No one would even dare hold on a shot that long.
Well, and it's just amazing how not the way that it's shot, but the story itself is so all over the place that it just wraps itself up.
But it makes
in a
sense.
Nice little bow. Yeah, exactly.
Because while it's going on, you're like, am I ever going to... what's happening? What is going on? Because we got it like, there's like 2 missions here.
Yeah.
All right, mission 1, get your ass to Jupiter, okay?
Yeah.
Mission 2, get rid of this fucking robot before it kills us all, because he's too goddamn smart. He's smart enough to know he doesn't want to be turned off because he don't want to die.
Yeah. Or, let me ask you this. I'm just going to throw this out there. Okay, so they're on their way to Jupiter. The closer they get to Jupiter, the more that Hal's fucking with them, right? What if the monolith itself is like infesting Hal to be like, look, we don't need 5 motherfuckers. We just need a motherfucker.
Yeah, they only wanted 1.
So we need you to get rid of the 3 in the pods. That's easy. The 1 guy, fuck him.
Yeah,
when he goes out
fuck
to repair
him for sure.
Yeah.
And that could have been the whole reason and when they were like, because they were baffled on, they were like, we have no idea what went wrong here. And Hal's like, human error. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and it's like,
he's like, my hands are tied now, you know?
Yeah.
My cords are tied.
My hands are tied now.
I have my thoughts.
They only needed 1.
I really think that the monolith and Hal's relationship that is never. I think there's something there. I don't know what's there, but I feel like the monolith was influencing Hal in some way, or the idea like, okay, they have this advanced technology. What if we can take Hal in and we can rip it apart and learn something ourselves?
Yeah.
And that's his next evolution is to be brought over into something more. So it's because you got to think about it, like they both go, right?
Yeah.
Like he's on the ship when it happens.
His memory bank has just been turned off.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hard drive's been shut down.
So they can go back in there and put them bitches back in there, right?
They can.
I mean, it's not.
But this thing that.
I mean,
it's bigger than how. It's bigger than everything.
Yeah.
Couldn't it have been because when you go to the Dawn of Man sequence is you see two tribes of apes fighting over each other or fighting over their resource.
So is that the 2? By the time you get to the end, now you got 2 different tribes.
Well, now you've got
machine and man.
Yeah.
That's a good connection there, man.
Yeah, and you use a tool which is technically a machine to accomplish your goal,
which
right?
they gave us.
Yeah.
By them showing up and giving the apes what they gave them, that gave us Hal. Took a
Yeah.
long goddamn time, but we eventually got there. You
And-
heard what
and,
he
you
said.
know,
He was
and
created in
also the-
1992.
Yeah.
And also, it's it could have been a test of, a metaphor for we're gonna have to eventually deal with our own creation, which is gonna be robotics and advanced, and AI and everything.
He's a little bit
Yeah.
ahead of his time with that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, really.
I mean, dude, this was in the 60s. Well, an iPhone has more computing power than the capsule that landed on the moon.
Right.
I think they said it had like 1,000,000 times more,
Yeah, I believe it.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
More processing power than what it took Stanley Kubrick's team to edit that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But it was a test, man. Like in order for us to reach the next step,
Yeah.
everything had to happen this way. I mean, he had to make it there.
Yeah.
And that was the final test. That I think because they were sending signals, so they fucked on Hal. And like, here's the final test. Make it. I mean, can you outsmart the smartest motherfucker in the world?
Yeah.
In your world, can you outsmart that? And he did. He beat it.
Yeah. With flying colors.
And comes back as Superman.
I love the guy that played Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And I dove into like his filmography, and he really didn't do a whole lot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this was his big movie.
Well, he's a British actor, right?
I think so.
Well, a lot of British accents in the movie. The BBC is what they were watching.
Yeah.
He was Kubrick was from. He was European, so I guess the movie was shot there.
Right.
Probably on the same soundstage they shot the moon landing on. I'm just kidding.
I could watch them in space, just working on this ship for about 6 hours.
What was awesome was you'd start to hear like violins.
Yeah.
And he would just when he was floating across that thing over there to get that box.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh man, fuck that.
Well, everything was designed perfectly.
It was.
Like their
Zero
area.
chuffa.
Yeah. Well, their area where they did all their daily tasks.
And the
was
running when he was
incredible.
remember the first shot where it says 18 months later, and we just see him running in that circle.
Yeah.
Where the camera's turned on its side, dude. How easy, dude. They just had like a wheel.
Yeah.
And the camera was on its side.
Yeah.
Practical effects.
Yeah.
The only CGI we had was that fucking baby at the end.
Yeah.
Which
looked good.
It looked pretty good for the 60s, right?
Yeah, I mean, really.
I mean, it didn't look like Dave, but
I mean,
like, he's got your hat.
He's a star child, though, right?
He is.
So, what do you expect, But it's real deep, dude. I mean, it's got to be studied, right?
I'm sure it has been. I wish that he didn't die in 1999. Y'all know he died 5 days after the final screening of the final cut of Eyes Wide. Was it Eyes Wide Shut? No, that other one. What's the other one? Vanilla Skies?
I think it was.
Was it Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah.
Okay, he died 5 days after the final cut screening with some family, friends, cast members. Had a heart attack in his sleep. Was buried like 5 days later. I wished he would have lived long enough to be on a goddamn podcast.
I know, right?
And I would because you can't find a lot of interviews with him. He didn't like to talk, or he just the only interview you can find where he explains this movie is he did it over the phone.
Right.
And that was the only way they could get an interview. He was like, I'll call you and answer your questions, but I don't want to see you. You're not bringing cameras in my home. Like, he was real.
Reclusive.
Oh yeah, dude, big time.
Reclusive.
Yeah.
Well, the
I'd
guy
love to go to the museum.
Yeah, right. the guy who he wrote this with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Released a novelization of this movie.
Oh, I'm sure there's a shit ton of stuff that wasn't in the film that they talked about.
Yeah.
There's probably
And
36 different versions of the script. Like,
yeah. Well, and Alina she found a hardcover copy of it at a
oh, that's
thrift
cool.
shop. Yeah. And it's not that thick. It's probably maybe 350 pages at most,
It ain't shit.
And it's just I would be interested because the book, from what I was reading, it says that the book goes way more in depth at explaining, you know, what the intention was for the film to begin with, and then it kind of evolved into this like almost um, create your own ending to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh yeah,
developed,
that's all. It's all on you.
yeah. So I would be interested to read like that novelization and see everything and just kind of have an idea of like what everything that could have went into it and how drastically different it could have been. You know what I mean?
Do y'all think, is he one of the first people to be like, wait a minute, like, let's leave shit out and just let people think whatever they want to think? Is he the first one to do that in a movie?
I think he's the first one to do.
Did he pioneer that almost? Like,
I think he's one of the first people to do that with something other than like a horror film.
yeah. Because the
But-
human mind, it's like, let them think what they want to think. Like, he even says that in an interview. He's like, Dave comes back to the earth like Superman, next level, human.
Yeah.
And then it cuts off. Now, whatever happened after that, that's on your brain. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think happened?
Right.
Well, in my mind, we fucking leveled up.
Yeah.
Dave comes home, we fucking level up again, you know?
Well, it's the next step in human evolution. At
Yeah.
that point. So, and if you think about it, it's like, what was the purpose for this advanced race to want to build us up, to build humanity up?
Well,
You know, and it's one of those things that you could sit back and think, and it's like, what was it, Arrival, where it's like we needed the world to come together to be able to help us in the future. You know what I mean?
well,
It's
they couldn't show up and level up. They couldn't level the monkey up too far.
Yeah, because his brain would have fucking exploded.
He ain't ready.
No,
So we're gonna give him tools, and we're gonna wait a couple thousand years.
Well,
Yeah.
how long was Dave really in that thing? I mean, yeah, we
His
see
whole
that.
life, dude.
We see it, but if he's something else though,
They watch.
you know, like there was no concept of time.
Mm-mm.
So you know, how
Kubrick
long was his
said-
conscious?
Well, he
How long
said
was
to
his
him,
consciousness there? You know,
he said to him in that interview, he talks about that. It played out in real time like you're watching it to him. That's what it felt like to him. It played
Right.
out that fast to him, but it wasn't really. But to him, it felt that fast.
Yeah.
Like, what, 10, 15 minutes, it was over. His
Yeah.
whole life.
Well, and you got to think about it this way, though. Like, if they're going to send the Star Child back, he's got to shed his earthly body.
He's got to be reborn.
Yes.
Dude, when he looks over at the bed and the fucking guy from the Six Flags commercials is sitting there with shallow breath. That's what he looked like, right?
Yeah.
And then it cuts back, and then all of a sudden the monolith's in the room.
Yeah.
And it comes to like, it's like, everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, dude, he just lived his life out. Like, eating food, just in this little habitat. Like, it was a zoo for a human. There's another, do y'all remember in, was it Prometheus, where the old man, his whole mission is to meet God and ask him why?
Yeah. David?
Yeah, no, the old guy.
Oh,
This conversation is between the old rich guy that funded the mission, wanted to meet the gods, You know, he was like on his last leg. He's dying.
Yeah.
He wants to meet God and be like, why? And David's like, well, why'd you make us? Why'd you make me? And it's like, oh, like just because you could?
Yeah.
Remember when he was like, wouldn't it suck if that's the answer?
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact dialogue, but he's like, well, why did you make me? And he's like, well, because we could. And he's like, oh, wouldn't you hate to hear that? Just because we could?
Yeah.
See, I feel like David, I mean, his name's David.
Yeah.
He was kind of modeled a little bit after Hal. A little bit.
Of course.
I have in this room right now 3 computers that are all named Hal. One's the HAL 9000, it's a big computer. One's the HAL 3000, it's a little one. And then I got the HAL 5000, that's a laptop.
Right.
That's always been something that I've named my computers over time. Like I've been doing that for years. Like, you know, when you can name them.
Yeah.
And on my main desktop here, when it comes up, it's got the little, you know how it has the little icon, like your picture. It's the eye, dude.
Yeah.
And
well, they said that when they were writing the script that they wanted Hal to be like kind of like the thing from Moon that kind of wondered about the ship. But they said that like, how can you take something like that seriously?
I liked it better the way it was.
Yeah.
The scene where they call, you know, mission control. They're like, we've had this malfunction. They're like, well, put it back out there, let it fail, and then we'll figure this out. And then Dave's like, okay. He's like, hey, buddy, old pal, come check this pod out with me because I think there's a problem. I mean, the only reason they were doing this is so they could get a word in.
Yeah.
But that scene where Hal was going back and forth between their lips.
Yeah.
And it was just moving like. It's
and
like,
he's
dude,
like,
oh, he watched every goddamn word they said. He's like, I hear everything you said.
He said, you think that, you know, I couldn't hear you, but
I watched your lips.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I'm the smartest thing in the world.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene, though.
There was a lot in this movie. I mean, the whole movie was pretty much a cool scene.
Cinematography masterpiece.
Yeah.
Earlier, what you said though, man, like the first time I watched this movie, when I first got into like, you know, you always watch movies, but when you first hit that, like, whoa, man, films, you know, like, oh, this is my jam.
Yeah.
And then I watched it. I did. It was different than it is now.
Yeah.
It was different.
And I'm sure if you wait several years and watch it again, it'll be different then.
I loved, you know, the first time I watched it, that was great because it's the first time. But like, it was like it's like a fine wine, dude.
Yeah.
Aged well, holds up. Star.
Yeah.
Wait, child star. What was it?
Does it get 3-star childs?
It does.
I think it needs to.
It does. Well, I mean, it's
one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time.
It's the space adventure movie by which all other space adventure movies are judged.
Well, not only that though, but think it's so much different because it kind of reminds me of Gravity in a way where it's like it's not really science fiction as you think, ships and explosions and shooting and all this stuff. It's such an intellectual sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't think people has tried to recreate something like that. And I mean, look at Chris Nolan. I mean, he kind of did his own version of it, which was great, but nobody can touch.
No one. And what's great, y'all, is over the years, you always recognize, like when you see the nod to 2001, you're like, oh,
yeah,
I see what you did there. Like everyone takes from it.
Yeah.
It's like the template.
Yeah.
For a movie like that. Like, dude, Interstellar, that whole scene at the end.
Yeah.
When he goes into that fucking event horizon.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's the
end of 2001 right there, baby. It just looked a little better.
Well, I mean, even think about Close Encounters, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shot towards the end of Close Encounters where they get up on the mountain and they're looking over and they see the area where the spaceship
The
is going to land.
lights,
And just this
the
huge
console
wide
tables.
shot. Yeah, well, just the huge wide shot of them on the mountain looking over, and you can see everything. And it is fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, just little subtle things like that. And you're like, okay, I understand. You know,
Yeah.
like you get it.
Did you know
It's just
that Kubrick storyboarded and worked on the film AI and approached Steven Spielberg about doing it? And that's why
No.
Steven Spielberg did AI? In the Stanley Kubrick Museum, because he kept everything. Y'all, they got the fucking monkey suit. They got the twin girls dress. They got everything.
right.
And it's all they even have. He was working on this movie Napoleon. He was going to do this Napoleon movie, y'all. And they've even got the little index card cabinet that he kept all, like the notes are there for the movie.
Right.
I wish someone would make it, but I think it's one of those things where the estate's like, no, we're not going to let anybody touch that.
Yeah.
That's ours. We're like, no, you can't let someone like he approached Spielberg about making AI.
Right.
And in the museum, they've got the drawings. Y'all remember in the movie AI? I know it's been a minute ago, but where those big trains were going into those big like head things with the mouth open. That he drew that shit. It's on the wall in his museum. He drew that.
Wow.
He storyboarded all of that shit and was like, but he didn't want to do the movie for some reason. He approached Spielberg and was like, I want you to do this movie. And what are you gonna say? No. He's like science fiction royalty or just movie god.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish I could have heard him on a podcast, like a Rogan.
Yeah.
Or something where he's on there for like 3 hours, and because you can't get enough. Back in the day when YouTube first blew up, and I'd always like pick someone and go down that rabbit hole. I could never get enough of him. There's just not enough. You probably find more interviews with fucking Abraham Lincoln than you're gonna find with this motherfucker, dude. That's how hard it was to get one. He just wasn't interested.
Right.
And it, I wished he would have thought about that, like, for people like us.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Do it for the fans.
Yeah.
Do it for those people. Do it for the future filmmakers.
Imagine what an inside the actor studio would have been like with him.
What do you think his favorite sound would have been? Because they're always like at the end. They're like, "What's your favorite sound? What's your favorite curse word?"
Probably classical music if I did.
Because he put a lot of that. Yeah.
Well, not just in this, but in a lot of his films.
Like, Clockwork Orange is riddled with it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Eyes Wide Shut. Like.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his house?
No.
Huge, dude. It wasn't a house, dude. It was a manor. That's how big it was. He was fucking Downton Abbey status with that shit.
The Kubrick Manor?
Yeah. That's where his funeral was held. But yeah, I give it a star. Love the movie.
Yeah.
Wished he would have lived longer. Would have loved to seen his Napoleon movie. He did a lot of work on it. Give it a star, man. It's great. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm giving it a star as well.
Full star. Full fucking
Full star, child. Would y'all like to hear the few words he has to say about the movie?
Sure.
Before we move on here.
I would definitely like to do that, bro.
Wait till you guys see who he let interview him. A guy that can barely say the title of the movie.
Wow.
And that's who he picked. Now there's the complete footage, which is an hour and like 20-something minutes. And it's not the whole footage. It's not all interview, but this is where he explains this movie.
Okay.
So
ready when you are.
Ready, Griffin? 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, Japanese people love your films, especially Space Travel 2001.
Space Travel 2001?
But people are wondering that what is the meaning of last scene? The old man were, lying on the bed in a very old style house. And could you give us an answer?
I've tried to avoid doing this ever since the picture came out, because when you just say the ideas, they sound foolish, whereas if they're dramatized, one feels it. But I'll try. I mean, the idea was supposed to be that he is taken in by godlike entities, creatures of pure energy and intelligence with no shape or form, and they put him in what I suppose you could describe as a human zoo, and to study him, and his whole life passes from that point on in that room, and he has no sense of time. It just seems to happen as it does in the film, and they choose this room, which is a very inaccurate replica of French architecture, deliberately so inaccurate, because one was suggesting that they had some idea of something that he might think was pretty, but weren't quite sure, just as we aren't quite sure what to do in zoos with animals to try to give them what we think is their natural environment. And anyway, when they get finished with him, as happens in so many myths of all cultures in the world, he is transformed into some kind of super being and sent back to Earth, transformed and made, into some sort of Superman, and we have to only guess what happens when he goes back. It is the pattern of a great deal of mythology, and that was what we were trying to suggest.
What's cool about that is, like, even the thought that went into that, like, when we make a natural habitat for an animal, it's like, well, let's just throw a rock out there, and they like trees, so put a tree. And like, he was even like, they didn't even really know what to make a natural habitat. It was just a little bit like the same way almost. The thought that even went into that. It's cool to have that little clip, man.
There's a Q&A here. I don't know if this is right, but this says the final scene of the film seemed more metaphorical than realistic. Will you discuss them, or would that be part of the roadmap you're trying to avoid? And Kubrick says, no, I don't mind discussing it. On the lowest level, that is, straightforward explanation of the plot. You begin with an artifact left on Earth 4 million years ago by extraterrestrial explorers who observed the behavior of the man-apes of the time and decided to influence their evolutionary progress. Then you have a second artifact buried deep on the lunar surface and programmed to signal word of man's first baby steps into the universe, a kind of cosmic burglar alarm. And finally, there's the third artifact placed in orbit around Jupiter and waiting for the time when man has reached the outer rim of his own solar system. When the surviving astronaut ultimately reaches Jupiter, this artifact sweeps him into a force field or stargate that hurls him on a journey through inner and outer space and finally transports him to another part of the galaxy where he's placed in a human zoo approximating a hospitable terrestrial environment. A hospitable, it's got misspellings, terrestrial environment drawn out of his own dreams and imagination. In a timeless state, his life passes from middle age to death. He is reborn, an enhanced being, a star child, an angel, a Superman, takes the next step forward of man's evolutionary destiny. This is what happens on the film's simplest level. Since an encounter with an advanced interstellar intelligence would be incomprehensible within our present earthbound frames of reference, reactions to it will have elements of philosophy and metaphysics that have nothing to do with the bare plot outlined itself. And then it says, what are those of meaning? They are the areas I prefer not to discuss because they are highly subjective and will differ from viewer to viewer. In this scene, the film becomes anything the viewer sees in it. If the film stirs the emotions and penetrates the subconscious of the viewer, if it stimulates his mythological and religious yearnings and impulses, then it has succeeded. That was a Q&A with
Broken like a
Kubrick.
true genius.
Yeah. You know they made a sequel to this?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've never watched
Y'all
it.
have you seen it, Trav?
Wasn't it like 2010, the year we make contact?
I don't know if it was 2010, but maybe.
Or 2008, something.
It was something like
that.
that. Do you know the?
I have the sequel books.
I watched it
to the original.
Well, back in the day when I watched this movie, when I went down that filmmaker's hole, and I was just like, anything I could get, because I thought I had to watch it all, right? I was like, I have to see this. It's because it's this, you know. I as soon as I watched that, I went on, and it may be 2010. What's the sequel? So he didn't make it. Did he make it?
No, and it's got.
They're written by Arthur C. Clarke. Like I bought up a lot of his shit around the time I was buying a lot of.
But I did watch it,
Asimov.
and it's not as good. You know what I mean?
It's
like.
Yeah, it's some of it doesn't even call back to this story
different
at all.
Oh, it does not touch on what happened at the end of that movie. Like you don't. It's still that's its own thing. It doesn't cover any of that. Like it's on its own.
A fun fact that I read was that originally the monolith was going to be a tetrahedron, which is like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they optioned because of budget. They had to go with just the big rectangle.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick before we move on, the way I don't know what they did to this thing, but when you see it, it's so simple. It's just a giant fucking rectangle of blackness, right?
But it's so cool, right?
Well, not only that, but when you look at it in the film, it looks like it's supposed to be there and it's not at the same time. It's so fucking weird, man. Like, especially during the Dawn of Time sequence, it is so fucking weird the way that it's shot and everything, and the way that they light it and all this shit. It's like it's not supposed to be there, but it looks like it's always been there. It's just
look who stars in that movie.
They made something so simple look so otherworldly.
Yeah.
Look who stars in it.
Yeah, I went down the rabbit hole on that.
Checked
Roy
it out.
Schneider, John Lithgow. I mean, I would be interested in watching.
I mean, it ain't terrible. He was alive when they made it. He's a one and done kind of guy, man. Like he's.
Well, he got his story out, and he doesn't.
That's it. Done.
Yeah.
My hands are tied now.
My hands are tied now.
Do you have an image or something of the monolith? You're talking about the monolith, right?
Yeah.
It looked, dude. Could you imagine? When I'm sitting there watching it earlier, here's something I thought that I never thought before. If we found something like that, because when you see that ain't natural.
Yeah.
It's perfectly cut corners. It ain't natural. Like, if we found something like that, that'd be like the biggest holy shit moment ever.
Oh, I bet it would.
And we wouldn't know.
Whoever first lay eyes on something like that, they're gonna flip their shit.
I would. And we would never know. Y'all know damn well if we found something like that. If the moon is hollow, like a piece of cheese, and they there's reports that they went into holes on the other side, and there were structures, and there were people on the moon that was like, don't ever come back here. Like, all right, and we never went back. Well, now we're about to put a base on that bitch. We need the moon base for travel to Mars. We need that outpost. So that's game plan. I mean, how crazy does it look?
I know.
What a great design. Like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's just a big ass black it's just a fucking domino. You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
What's also crazy about it in the film was the only time that anything would ever happen with the monolith was whenever the sun was like directly above
Yep.
it. And then whenever they get to Jupiter, the moons of Jupiter and the monolith itself are in they line up.
What an awesome shot, by the way.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
really cool.
It's just so crazy that
When it was playing the sound,
yeah,
and then the dude looked up and the sun was right over it. You could even see like some other shit going on. It was just like, whoa, dude. But that shit, what a great design. It's so simple. Less is more.
Yeah.
Like, simple, but fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Look at it, dude. That's creepy as fuck.
Right here. This right here.
Is this the scene where they're all that wide shot? Oh yeah, dude. When it pops up in front of the bed.
Yeah.
Well, you see him start to point.
Yeah.
And then it cuts behind him. And there it is, dude. Black Domino. He's like, my name is Black Domino, and fucking race people up is my game.
But I mean, we got a shitload of trailers here.
Yeah, here's the thing. I could only find one. Every time I'd find a trailer, I was like, oh shit. And I come on here and look, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get on my trailer game tomorrow. Y'all ain't gonna beat me next time.
Oh, Adam's gonna hook us up.
Oh yeah, Travis already put it in here. If you'll look, there's a movie trailers room. As we watch these, I'm gonna delete them. From now on, we'll post them in movie trailers. Okay. And then as we watch them, we'll delete them. We'll always keep that clean.
Yeah.
It won't be cluttered. And
can you make one more?
I can.
And just call it movie
as you want. Yeah, dude.
And just like if we stumble,
I'll give y'all admin privileges. I didn't know if I don't even y'all don't have those, do you?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll think about it.
I mean, I thought there could only be one, like Highlander.
Nah.
To get admin, I'd have to cut your head off and fucking absorb the fucking
Let's get on these trailers, and if anyone's got any movie news, we'll peep that.
Okay.
Let's just start at the top. So I'm going up here. I got a short film if we have time.
Right.
And it's a sci-fi short film to kind of keep in the damn theme here. I mean, if we have time.
I'm cool with it.
But we'll all go up to Trav's first trailer here.
Mandela.
Yeah, when I saw that, I kind of got excited because no one's made a movie about this yet.
Which is weird.
But I'm interested to. Travis, did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
I haven't watched it, but I'm interested to see like if are they playing on the whole Mandela? Okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that, and I'll see if you guys agree. It left me curious.
Are y'all ready?
Yes.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. You guys are muted, by the way. He said Sam weird, like New Zealand or something. Oh. What the fuck? Gotta have a Morgan Freeman look-alike. Oh shit. I always thought it was Bearstein Bears, didn't y'all? Well, it was at one time. Oh, that's a good idea for a movie, y'all. That's a really good idea. Look at it glitching. Lag. Server lag, that's what that is. We got way too much going on, dude. Is this a trailer or a car commercial? It looked like a monolith, didn't it? Hang on. Now, we've all seen the Mandela effect shit.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know if I believe in that, but I remember the Monopoly man with a fucking monocle. I don't know about y'all, but
Well, some of the stuff has been,
they change it over time, right?
well, it's been, yeah, a lot of
But
it's
here's
been
the thing,
disproven.
Griffin. You can't go online. Some of the things, you can't even go online and find that image of it. It
Mhm.
never was that way.
Right.
When you pull up an image from, I don't know, the 70s, there's the Monopoly man with no monocle. And it's like, nah, that's not how I remember it.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200, you know?
Right.
Some of that stuff that's a good idea for a movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't made one yet.
Yeah, for real. All right, I got the next. I'm interested, and I like the lead. He looks familiar.
He does. He looks like that one guy. I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about. He looks like that one dude. He looks like, wasn't it the dad in Pet Cemetery?
Yes.
He looks like that guy.
Yes,
Not
he
that
does.
guy.
At first, I thought it was the guy who plays Daredevil.
Charlie Cox.
Yeah, but it's not him. It's like Discount
Yeah, he's
Charlie Cox.
this B movie.
Charlie
Probably.
Slinging Cox.
Yeah, Charlie Cock.
Yeah,
That's his porn star name.
He just
This next one is the one I'm excited for.
this Nick Cage movie.
This is based on the H.P. Lovecraft story Color Out of Space.
I pulled this trailer up earlier. I was watching a trailer thing. I was watching it, and I was like, oh shit. I never go too far into it, but then I copied the link, and I went in here, and I was like, God damn it, Travis beat me to it.
I think it's going to be our first good dose of cosmic horror.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, Trav?
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh, want some shit. Look at old Daddy Cage. What's this direwolf talking about? Oh shit. Weird choice going with him. The fuck is that? Ugh. Holy shit. Tommy Chung? What's he doing in here? never seen him play a serious character. I'm not talking about Nick Cage. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Holy shit.
I definitely want
Yeah,
to
dude.
peep that.
DTW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So, yeah, I'm excited. It seems like people know how to handle Nicolas Cage again.
Well,
Yeah,
and he's
right.
aged a little bit. He's growing into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
some actors, man, like you know, like he's perfect for that role. He looked like a dad.
Yeah.
He's, you know.
he
Well,
look like a daddy.
and I'm sure he's gonna have his classic Cage moments. But
Oh, we
Well, he
already
did in
saw
the
that.
trailer.
Yeah, shut man.
Yeah.
so Universal is doing a remake of The Invisible Man.
All right, let's see what they got.
Wait, before we play it, do we really need another
Was it worth it?
Invisible? I mean,
Shit
we've
that should
got.
not be made? Is that our fucking bit?
I
Not
mean,
shit that shouldn't be, shit that should be made again, remade.
well, I don't. I've always thought that the Invisible Man story and everything was interesting, but they're really going to have to sell it to me, and I'll let you know after we watch this trailer whether they're selling it to me or not.
Wasn't the last good Invisible Man movie we got? Wasn't it Hollow Man?
Yeah, but they made like I don't know 18 and a half fucking sequels to it. I think.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
mess
didn't
with
watch any of
those.
the other ones. I knew what time it was. Trash time.
Yeah, right.
But I'm
Fucking.
ready. Y'all
I
ready?
always
go ahead.
thought the special. I always thought the CGI they did of making making him and the gorilla go invisible was pretty fucking awesome though.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm ready when y'all are.
Yeah, I'm
Griffin?
good.
3, 2, 1, play. I mean, hey. You never know, dude. It might be awesome. Just depends on. Oh shit. What's that discount fucking Deadpool? Oh. These motherfuckers will fucking put anything out there. Yeah, yeah. Who the fuck? That's creepy. Mm. She ain't getting the money. Damn. The fuck did she do? You know? I mean, All right, hang on. Let me unmute you guys. Looks darker than the other one.
Yeah,
Right?
Do we really need it though?
I mean, we'll just have to watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not sold. I mean, it's cool that Blumhouse or Blumhouse, whatever, is doing it. I'm glad Universal's teamed up with them to doing it if they're going to do a straight horror of it. But it's just, I don't know. It looks like any other normal, like, I was dating a crazy person,
Yeah.
you know, and they're going to fuck on my day. So, I don't know. Like, I'll check it out whenever it comes out if we decide to do it on the pod. But if we don't decide to do it on
I
here,
won't watch it unless we watch it on here.
yeah, I
We
mean,
might do it.
just,
Was it worth it? I mean, we haven't watched the original yet. You guys a fan
Yeah.
of the original?
I watched the original a couple of times.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
We could do it back to back, like watch them both, same pod.
one of my favorite, and this is like going to be very like, oh my god, but one of my favorite interpretations of Invisible Man was the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I'm just going to leave
Was
that
that the
there.
same?
Well, it was
Like-
remember, the Invisible Man was one of the people that was part of the League, and he was
And
like,
it's the same one?
Like the original one.
Yeah, like it's, well, you know what I mean, like it's connected.
Yeah. Kinda.
Didn't know
I mean,
that.
loosely connected, you know, and
I just
but,
thought I just thought you couldn't see him. Like, I didn't
Well,
know he
the
was
thing that
connected
was
to the
cool-
OG.
well, the thing that was cool about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen thing was
Not a bad movie.
not as bad as everybody said.
Yeah, it
but
got some shit.
the way that he would put that white makeup on his face so that people could see his face
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting the bandages on his face. I always thought that was so fucking clever.
Yeah,
you know?
I like that because you could wipe that off.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Quick, smart.
Y'all remember in the one movie where he decided to take his bandage off and it took goddamn forever?
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes of him
45,
unwrapping his fucking head. I haven't seen that movie, dude, in a long fucking time.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Like, I don't even remember why you couldn't see his. I don't remember. I remember nothing.
It was an experiment gone wrong, wasn't it?
Oh, the monolith,
I believe.
dude.
Well, I read the book.
Was the book really good?
I liked it, yeah.
Who put that book out? Who wrote that? Is that somebody that's...
I don't know.
Is it like, okay, so he wasn't someone that's like, oh, he's done 16 different...
It came out like so fucking long ago, man. I would be interested if you guys would be interested in this at some point, visiting some of those old Universal monster movies like Dracula and Frankenstein and Wolfman and...
Yeah, I thought here a while back, you remember we talked about they were going to remake all those. Did they pull the plug on that?
Yeah, that Mummy movie fucking tanked.
Well, the Mummy movie, and they did the werewolf. Right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that supposed to be part of it?
I think that they were going to use the Mummy movie.
Did I
as
watch
well.
that with either one of you in the theater?
Me and Trav went and watched it.
Okay, so I watched it alone. This is the one with Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, that was mine and Trav's
Woo!
first date, you know?
That was your first date?
Yeah, yeah.
Not a good movie. Oh, me and Travis went and watched the vampire one. What was it? Untouchables?
Daybreakers?
Daybreakers.
I ran into y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like the first time, because I think the weekend after that, or close by us, when me and Travis went and watched the Wolfman.
Let's say that's where me and Griff got werewolfing through a window from.
Yeah, because he jumped through every available window.
Every window in the movie.
But listen, Wolfman was better than Cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it wasn't terrible. It just...
I mean, Cursed...
I went to the theater to watch that, you know?
You guys remember Cursed?
No.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
And they lure the werewolf out. Fucking Zombieland, fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's Facebook.
It was a Wes Craven movie, right?
Yeah, and the way they lured the the werewolf out at the end was they said because it was a woman, and Christina Ricci's character goes, "She has a big ass," and it just cuts to like say she has a fat ass, and it shows the werewolf at the window. It flips them off.
Yeah, it was bad.
I didn't watch that movie.
I haven't watched it in so far.
I went to the theater and watched it.
I see it here, 2005. Yeah. Woo! He played Jimmy. Oh, it's got her in it.
Yeah.
Judging by the artwork of the film, I can see why I didn't go watch it. Now, here's a little honorable mention, and I would even like to watch this sometime because it had some big praise when it came out. The Double.
Oh, I've seen that.
Do you know who that was directed by, Travis?
Who?
Moss. Moss from the It Crowd, dude, directed that movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was it terrible?
Now, about The Double, are we talking about that Saudi
Jesse
Arabian
Eisenberg,
guy?
The Double.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh, we're talking about completely different movies.
Okay, this is based off a novel. It's got Jesse Eisenberg in it, and for some reason there's two of him. And it was directed by Richard Ayoade. He directed it. Now, that's one I'd like to see, and I haven't watched it yet, guys. It came out in 2013, and when it dropped, I acquired it, but I was like, I'm holding out for the pod.
Right. I'm down to watch it. DTW.
So we'll peep that sometime. I'll put it in our DTW folder.
All right.
Y'all want to catch this other trailer?
Yeah.
For some reason, sometimes Discord doesn't label them.
Yeah.
Y'all noticing that?
Yeah. The next
what do
one
y'all have pulled up?
Dublin Murders.
Same here.
Okay. I watched this and it doesn't look bad. I don't think
this is a Starz television show or a movie?
It's a series, I believe.
I don't know why it's a television show.
But it looks
back
pretty
in my
decent.
day. Y'all ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ready, Trav?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh, I saw this because it looks like True Detective, right? I saw this, yeah. I saw it on Hulu, and I said, this is a True Detective ripoff. Look at this shit, y'all. Right here. See if y'all feel the same way. Look at this. It's True Detective with accents. And to those watch. Well, one killed the other two. Doesn't it look like True Detective? Did you get that feeling when you watched it? That's what I thought. He looks familiar. He looks like another actor. Yep. That's it. Is that reckoning? She looks like that chick from Doctor Who. So it looks like an Irish version of True Detective, which ain't nothing wrong with that. And it's available.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in it, you know?
Does not look terrible.
Yeah, I'll give it a gander.
I even tried to post this trailer. I found this trailer and was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Now, did anyone post Do Not Reply? Yep, Griffin did. I saw that one too, and I was like, oh shit, I found it. It was so hard to find a trailer. I found one. That was it.
Yeah. As soon as they were dropping, I was like,
yeah,
bam.
Y'all were on it.
Yeah. Well, you put us to the task.
I did, and y'all delivered. Thank fucking God.
So I've got Fantasy Island pulled up here.
Y'all ready?
I'm
You
guessing
ready?
this isn't going to be a remake of the television series Fantasy
The plane,
Island?
boss, the plane.
I don't know. If we hear that line, we'll know.
Yeah. Well,
Dude.
I'm ready.
That's our continuity. Continuity cue.
Have you seen this trailer, Travis?
No, I wanted to wait and
Okay.
watch it with y'all.
Because it looks scary.
Yeah.
Well, I saw where Bloody Disgusting had an article on it, but I didn't read it, so I wanted to hold off and go in.
All right, you're going
blind
in
with
cold.
y'all. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Dude, if he says the plane, I'm gonna shit a brick. This looks like the island of Dr. Monroe. Ooh, it's got a symbol, and it's a snake. Look at this. Oh, here we go. These motherfuckers doing work, ain't they? It's Bloomhouse. You were right. It's like a reimagining. Oh my God! Put you in my pocket. Oh my God. The Asian guy from, what you call it? Silicon Valley. What? She looks so familiar, y'all. Is that her? I've seen your titties. was I don't remember Fantasy Island, but was it this fucking extreme? Damn, this is cool. Oh, who's this? That happens to me all the time. Oh shit. It's bedazzled. Hang on.
Master.
Yeah. I wish my lawyer would fuck himself. Why is that dude's fucking lip stapled shut? I mean, don't look bad.
No, I mean, I'd be interested.
Feel like I've kind of seen it, but don't look bad.
No.
Ghostbusters
I'd
3 has a
watch it.
title. We got it.
Whoa. Clip, don't be playing right now. So you dropped this clip, Spider-Man star Bruce Campbell. Martin Scorsese is full of crap. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting little read. It was something we got to really dive into.
Well, I mean, it seems like there's a line in the sand that Martin Scorsese drew.
Well, y'all got it. We talked about this. That ain't his bag.
No.
He had the opportunity to work on this Joker movie. You know, which he's going to regret. But,
well,
you know, that's not his thing, y'all. He's old school. He's old school filmmaker. Goodfellas. That's not his. You know, I get where I'm not going to hate on him for it.
Campbell's quoted as saying, Scorsese was ragging on Marvel movies. Right? Martin Scorsese is one of our greatest filmmakers. So when he says stuff like that, it hurts, Campbell said at a convention. Because it's not like movies like that are easy to make. It's not like The Irishman doesn't have digital effects out the ass. The Irishman has more digital effects than any Marvel movie, I can tell you right now. Campbell continued. To get Robert De Niro to go from 9 to 108, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of digital work. So he's kind of full of crap in that respect.
Oh, I mean.
Campbell then added, all movies are bullshit. Every movie is just as fake as the other one. Nothing is real. He said, guess what? You're doing a real story about Aaron Brockovich. It's not even what Aaron Brockovich looks like. It's not a real story, even though they say it's a real story. So nobody gets to play, quote, I'm a filmmaker. You make silly Marvel movies. No, they're all bullshit. Every single bit of every movie is bullshit. Good bullshit, lousy bullshit, boring bullshit. They're all as fake as you can get.
Hey, I was fixing to do it.
Were you
Props off
clapping?
to him. Yeah, I was.
I mean, look, dude. I get what he means by this. Like, a lot of those people that helped make those movies were probably very big Martin Scorsese fans.
Yeah, and
And when you
shit
hear
on
him say some shit like that, it's like, damn, man, like I grew up on you. I don't, I don't hate him because he said it. He's been called out.
Yeah.
And they're right about that. I think other than I'm going to say Tron, that Will Smith movie, this facial, where they change the face and make them look younger, that's only happened a few times.
Yeah.
So he's right.
Yeah.
It's got a shitload of CGI in it. I'm still going to watch it.
For sure.
I mean, wow, dude.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell.
He's
Bubba
the
Hotep
hero.
himself.
He's the hero we don't deserve.
Bruce Campbell's backyard, baby.
Yeah.
All day.
He's a fucking genius.
Oh my God. I just thought of the greatest thing. Bruce Campbell podcast.
I would listen to every episode.
Weekly.
Let's see. I'm Googling it. Does Bruce Campbell have a podcast?
He doesn't. There's no way. I wouldn't know.
Does Bruce Campbell? He's got a son, apparently.
What's his name?
Andy.
Campbell Soup? Huh?
Yeah, Andy.
Andy Campbell?
Bruce Campbell.
He's going to need a stage name. As far as I know, he's never been on a podcast.
He was in one called On All Things Comedy.
One?
It says a true throwback has arrived at allegedly. Horror legend Bruce Campbell drawing a gray suit and pocket square tells it like it is, or should be. So he was on one episode. I really wish. Oh, he was on Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there. He was on Idiot with Chris Hardwick.
Oh, I heard him on Chris Hardwick. Now, as I'm a huge fan of Scorsese. You know what I'm saying?
Scorsese, yeah.
I'm a huge fan, but I'm an even bigger Bruce Campbell fan.
Yeah.
And he just he just had a little come to Jesus moment with fucking Scorsese there and called him out. Like, that's the truest true I ever knew.
Good on
what
him.
He said.
Yeah, it is all bullshit.
And nobody can get mad at what he said.
No.
No one will. Y'all, I want to take my picture with Travis. Ain't here no more.
Yeah, I don't know what
He'll be
happened.
back in a minute. I want to meet him so goddamn bad. Dude, I've been such a huge fan my whole life.
Yeah,
I've just been a huge Bruce Campbell fan. And, like, if like, you're standing there and it's like you can meet one or the other. Dude,
I'm meeting Bruce Campbell.
You're meeting Bruce Campbell, dude, because he gets you.
Well,
he makes movies for you. He's down to earth.
Yeah, he's so relatable.
He's real.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, gentlemen.
You sound better.
Unexpected crash.
Yeah. Welcome back. We were just talking about how I said that I'm a big Scorsese fan, but I'm an even bigger Bruce Campbell fan. Like, and church, preach.
Yeah.
Nobody can get mad at that. It's the truest true I ever knew. Bruce Campbell is a national treasure.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell, like Martin Scorsese, y'all. I mean, we all love his movies, but Bruce Campbell's like our spirit animal.
Yeah.
He makes movies for us.
Yeah.
Bubba Hotep, dude. What was that one? My Name is Bruce?
Yeah.
That was just for the fans, dude.
The Man with the Screaming Brain?
Dude, he didn't make a goddamn penny off of My Name is Bruce. He filmed it in his backyard because he's got a lot of land.
What was the alien one that he was in? Did you watch that one?
I can't remember.
Where they're fighting aliens?
I don't remember. I mean,
he's the fucking jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying?
He is. What was that? Was
Such
the
a
show Jack of all
ridiculous
trades?
show.
Yeah.
A great, yeah, dude. His delivery, he's just got this glow.
Yeah.
When he's delivering lines, it's just like, man, he's just got
He's
this
his own
glow around
version
him, dude.
of he's his own version of John Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's our John Wayne.
Mm-hmm. So he did 111 episodes of Burn Notice. He did.
He's really good on there.
Yes, he is.
He's done a lot of voice acting. My Name is Bruce came out in 2007. Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007. The Woods, I haven't watched that.
Haven't seen that.
Man with the Screaming Brain, 2005. Alien Apocalypse, 2005.
That's the one.
Spider-Man 2. The Lady Killers, he was in that. Which I like that movie a lot. Bubba Hotep, 2002.
Oh,
Spider-Man 2002. Jack of all trades, 22 episodes.
I've seen all of those.
Hercules.
He was on Hercules.
Yeah, Xena.
Yep, same character.
I don't need to say that too loud.
She'll be in your lap.
Yeah, right. He was in McHale's Navy,
Mm-hmm.
the remake of that. One
National
episode
treasure,
with,
dude.
yeah, I mean he's Escape from LA.
You'll never see Scorsese at a fan expo. A con.
No. But
It's beneath him.
yeah,
But you will see Bruce Campbell, and he will put his arm around you.
yeah,
He'll give you a noogie.
yeah.
He'll take a picture with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He'll bullshit with
he
you.
will, dude. I don't have a tattoo on my body, but I could get Ash holding his arm up. I could handle that.
Right.
One of y'all should get that. Griffin, you got a leg. You got an empty leg.
I'll get
Just
it.
saying, dude. Bruce Campbell tattoo?
I've always wanted to get an Evil Dead tattoo
Yeah, dude.
because that movie means so much.
So much, dude. For low budget filmmaking,
Yeah.
like y'all, Kevin Smith is a low budget filmmaker. Big fan.
Mhm.
But what's his name? Director?
What's Sam Raimi?
He went from making that fucking movie at a cabin in the woods to
Yeah.
making goddamn Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith ain't made no Spider-Man movies. Like, he's done some Flash and some Supergirl, but
Even though 2 was the best, you still gotta admit 1 and 2 were phenomenal.
yeah, dude.
Spider-Man. They were still good Spider-Man movies.
Dude,
Yeah.
so fucking good, though.
I know. This is how deep Evil Dead runs. First time me and Adam meet, I got an Evil Dead T-shirt on, and he told me, like after this, I knew you were cool because you had an Evil Dead shirt on. That's what you told me.
It's true, dude.
And I mean, who has an Evil Dead shirt?
I don't, but I can't believe you remember that
I do remember
because that was so long ago. Once you bring it up, I remember it because that sounds like some shit I would say. I would even if I met like a customer.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll meet someone and I'll say, "Hey, that's a cool shirt."
Yeah.
A guy came in not too long ago with his Rick and Morty shirt on, and I was just like, "All right, here's your shit, but let's talk about Rick and Morty for a second, like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
and that's you buy those shirts because you like that shit, but at the same time, you're letting other
Sending a
motherfuckers
message.
know, yeah,
Which
dude,
the season premiere of Rick and Morty was great.
Griffin. We watched it last night. Me and Trav, we watched it on somewhere,
I
and
haven't watched it yet.
it's good. Of course,
Damn.
it's good. They're not gonna make a bad episode.
No.
Speaking of other season premieres, I watched the pilot for The Mandalorian.
Today,
Yes.
How many stars?
all right, don't tell us anything, but
In
know.
30 minutes,
blew you away.
Jon Favreau was able to make 30 minutes of Star Wars footage be better than anything we've seen
Ever.
since Disney bought it.
Wow.
It is that fucking good.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know how the rest of it's going to pan out, but
that
even
first
at that
episode had some pan ass.
yeah,
He do have pan ass, don't he?
it's very, dude, it's so good. It was so
watch
much.
it again?
I watched it twice.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back up towards the end. I'm bringing up Mandalorian.
But
Mandalorian.
fan fucking tastic. I'm not gonna tell y'all shit. Just watch it. You owe it to yourself.
Well, y'all gonna have to watch it because next week we're gonna talk about it. So.
All right.
Watch, because because you know how the pilot, it kind of tells its own self-contained story, but like all good shows, it kind of is like, all right, we're gonna do a little dab at the end. That's gonna make you go. That's gonna make you perk up, and it's a hell of a dab.
Gonna pull your ass in. Well,
Didn't
see, that's
see
the thing
it coming. Didn't see it fucking coming a mile away, dude.
Next week, we had plans to do more Stanley Kubrick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the train has been derailed.
Boy,
the real estate train stops here, you know?
Boy, has it in such a good way.
We're watching The Joker, gentlemen.
I'm ready.
We're doing The Joker. We're getting in there early, way before the DVD comes out. Don't ask how. We got connections. Your boy knows somebody on the inside.
I happen to.
You can call him Todd. I'm gonna let him know that you're gonna call him Todd.
I watched it with my wife last night.
I told him earlier. I said, when Travis finished the movie, he messaged me. He said, "Dude," and I said, "I know."
Griffin.
So next week we're doing The Joker.
You ain't
and
ready, bro.
We'll tack on The Mandalorian if you guys are up for it. I mean,
yeah, I'm down.
It's the only way I can get anything to watch.
Watch the second. I don't know when the episodes are gonna drop because they only had the first one up.
Should be next week.
It ain't the full show all at once. Like they're not doing that. But
that's smart because they'll make people pay longer.
I say we do 1 and 2 because, like I said, the pilot was just like
if it drops before, because right now it's what? When did it drop?
Today.
Okay, so it's Tuesday. So we're not gonna have time to watch the next one, but maybe. I mean,
well, it says here that Disney Plus releases the Mandalorian episodes on a weekly basis, starting from November the 12th. The first 2 episodes will be released only a few days apart, though, on November the 12th and November the 15th, respectively. So the next episode's coming out Friday.
Yeah, so we'll be able to do both.
Yeah.
We'll get both in.
I will add one thing though. The first episode, I don't know how they're going. I don't know if they'll keep it up the whole season. But this first episode, he goes full Judge Dredd, dude. That helmet don't fucking come off once.
Thank God.
Which is what you want.
Yeah. And he probably has maybe all of 5 minutes of talking throughout the whole episode.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's
I'm
good.
So next week we're gonna do Joker and whatever Mandalorian we get our hands on, and we'll get our hands on it. But we gotta finish these trailers. We got a few.
Yeah.
A few more left. Griffin dropped a fucking Scooby-Doo trailer on us.
Dude, it'll make you cry.
Will it?
Marina started crying from the trailer.
She teared up?
Yeah. I put it in here because we watched it, and it's a nice, interesting take on it. I'll just say
so
that.
It's like, okay, let's do it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Zoinks! Stoners. Look at that fucking big gulp. What? Oh, it's everyone. Like Zoids. Are we taking our cues from a dick and a neckerchief? Origin, dude? No, don't do this to me, Griffin. Come on, man. Doobie? Oh, man, dude. Griffin, dude. Come on, dude. I'm not going to be able to watch this movie. Yeah, don't, dude. That was gross. It's an origin story? We got to solve the hologram ghoul. Zoiks. I love Scooby-Doo, dude.
I mean,
oh, man, dude.
I'm sold.
Come on in, dude.
I mean,
Tell me y'all didn't watch that cartoon.
I love.
Tell me y'all didn't watch that cartoon with the Globetrotters.
When I think Hanna-Barbera, I think Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
didn't
the
know
first
Hanna-Barbera
cartoon.
did Scooby-Doo, man.
Yeah.
I did not know that. You know, I'm surprised that they haven't remade the cartoon and done like a series.
Yeah, I know.
Because it would kill.
Well, they've actually redone Scooby-Doo several times since we've become adults.
Scooby-Doo will be here long after we are dead and gone.
Yeah.
I remember the cartoon Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Yeah.
Yep.
The classic Scooby-Doo, you know.
But I mean, watching that trailer though, I mean, you're getting the origin story.
Man.
They're getting abducted by. I mean, it's heartfelt, dude. It's everything that you want in a Scooby-Doo.
It shows Shaggy like he's not a mutt.
Yeah.
He's
like, come on.
Scooby-Doo, Dooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Doobie? Are they stoners?
I mean, they gotta be, right?
They love munchies.
Yeah.
Sold American.
Time to turn those frowns upside down.
Yeah. Doobie snacks.
But yeah, man, it's when I watched that, especially when I watched it with her, you know, when he gives him the collar and he's like, I'll never take it off. She's like, you're gonna make me cry. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to cry.
Yeah. And you're like, he never took it off.
Yeah,
you not realize what this means? They've been on the TV since the 70s. Like, you're like yelling at her.
Yeah. While she's crying.
Yeah. Why are you crying? Why are you yelling? I'm not yelling.
I'm not crying, you are.
Let's do this next one.
Do not reply?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Did you watch this?
No.
I watched a little. Sometimes when I find the trailer, I have to watch like 30 seconds. In the first 30 seconds, I'll know if I'm in or not. Yeah. Travis, Kill Room. Remember that movie? You remember Kill Room? It was a website people could go to and watch people die on camera.
Oh, Kill Room. Cradle of Fear.
Kill Room. Watch this trailer, dude. This is it. Dude, it's Kill Room.
Or Hostel.
It wasn't Hostel. No. It wasn't that.
I didn't watch that shit. The one that I remember of the Kill Rooms is the...
it was Cradle of Fear.
It was the chapter where
which was a movie made by Danny Filth, or he was involved, right?
He starred in it. He wrote it and everything.
Fucked up movie, and it had the old guy that's like always doing the voiceovers in their videos.
Have you ever seen it, Griffin?
Nah, he ain't seen it. There ain't no way, dude. That was hard. That was hard to find when we watched it. How long ago? We
Oh,
watched that
man,
shit
it was
15
like,
years ago, dude.
dude,
Had to be.
it is not by any means, Griffin, the best movie in the
We
world,
ain't
but it
doing a
is one
podcast.
as a fellow metalhead and seeing that type of seeing that first little crossover from somebody in that genre
Yeah.
do a film, it was interesting.
Wait though,
Yeah.
Travis, do you remember how hard we tried to get that shit and watch it? Like,
Oh,
we
dude,
wanted to
it
see
took
that
a
movie so
long
goddamn
time.
bad. Then we got it and watched it, and we were just like, whoa, like Kill Room though.
My buddy Zach had it on DVD.
Kill Room?
Yeah, and I was
Oh,
going
Cradle of Fear.
Cradle of Fear, and I was gonna borrow it from him, and it just never happened.
I
So,
mean, we can conjure it up.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't. I'm gonna say this: it ain't worth the pod. But if you want to see it, I'm sure it's available.
It's available.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. But just remember, Trav, Kill Room. Y'all ready? You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Cause this motherfucker got a GoPro helmet on. Yeah, put yourself out there. Mm. She's fucked. Watch this. Yeah, she got. You ever been real hypnotized by a swine? Well, she has, and it ain't pretty. Oh shit. The Kill Room part will come in a minute. How come everyone's Sadie? You ain't getting out. This is all a game. This looks fucked up. Look, all the cameras. He's got a camera covered every angle. Let me unmute it. Delete your profile for sure.
I'll check it out.
But you know what's up. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know.
Just because of the name. Did I delete it? Kill Room. Oh, it's not called. It should be called Kill Room. So I'm gonna go ahead and ready to do this. Okay. He's filming that shit and he's putting it online.
Yeah.
People are paying to see him kill cheerleaders.
Dark web.
Yeah, it's some dark web shit. Which, oh shit. All right, here we go, guys. The Sonic trailer. Part dues. You know what I'm saying? Like
they redid the Sonic.
They Red Dead Redemptioned it.
Yeah.
All right. I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen the face.
I haven't seen the trailer either.
I've seen the face. Have you seen the face?
I have.
We'll talk about it after the trailer. Trav, you ready? You ready, Griffin? 3, 2, 1, play. Sonic playing Sonic. Come on, dude, that's funny. He's so fast he can play himself. That guy. Drones, dude. Jim Carrey, look at him. I think he's going to do a good job. What's his name in the game? He's been on keto. Because he dropped a couple LBs. They should have let Jack Black play him. This trailer's better than the last one. Way better. I love Jim Carrey. Dude, I'm going to watch this just for Jim Carrey. What's that guy from, y'all? Westworld. That's it. Wait, Westworld? That ain't the guy from Westworld, is it? Wrong, Griffin. You are. You're not. That's where I'm picking him up. X-Men. But yeah, he was in Westworld. You're right. I'm wrong. Okay. I got something to say. Stop that before it gets us flagged. Did you say let's hear it?
I'm ready for it.
I like the only problem we had before was the mouth.
Yeah.
The area around the mouth, right? That was it. That was the problem.
Well, the mouth and the eyes.
Yeah, but the mouth, the beige part.
Yeah.
I don't like that I can see the hair. Why can't it just be smooth? I get they're trying to make him look real.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of the hair look. I thought they were going to get rid of that.
Right.
When people started bitching, I was like, oh, they don't like that it's Blu-ray. They can see the hair, the follicles. But the mouth does look better, and that trailer was good. I'm on board.
The eyes look 10 times better.
I'm on board.
It looks like at least a fun family.
It looks
movie.
like a silly goose time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that one tweak of changing him completely turned it around for me, at least.
Okay, the eyes, that's one thing. But the mouth, dude. When I think Sonic, they fixed his mouth. The area around his mouth that's a different color than the rest of him. It needed to be wider.
Yeah.
It was something about it before. It was just like, oh, his mouth looks weird. Like
that's something I've always wondered with video game adaptations is why they
downscale.
Well, they don't consider that the audience is going to be okay if the faithfulness to certain looks and stuff is gonna break the immersion. Like we know it's a Sonic movie. Just make him look like like they could have done this to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, they got called out.
And to be honest, I feel like if this movie is successful, I really hope that it puts either a Zelda or a Mario movie in the pipeline.
Wait. Well, we've had a Mario movie. We ain't never had a Zelda movie, have we?
Well, they're working on a Mario movie, but it's not going to be live action. It's going to be animated.
I'm okay with that.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Who's playing Mario?
I don't know, but that it's happening though. Nintendo's working with somebody, probably
Sony.
Pixar or somebody like that.
Sony.
So,
I mean, imagine getting to sit and enjoy a Mario versus Bowser arc.
yeah,
You know, that's great.
Gotta
And
be better than Ninja Turtles. Y'all saw
Yeah.
those Ninja Turtles movies?
yeah, I saw the first one.
You didn't watch the other one?
Hell no.
Are we
Don't.
talking about the 90s or the?
No, we're not. We're
The
talking
Johnny-
about Bruce Lee Ninja Turtles.
Michael
You know
Bay
what we're
ones?
talking about. Was it Michael Bay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the ugly ass Ninja Turtle ones.
Yeah.
Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Shreks.
Shrek. Travis.
I mean,
What were you gonna say about this trailer, Griffin?
So this movie was released last year. Well, technically it released last year, but I don't think it released. Like they filmed it and all this shit anyway. The only reason I pulled it is because it's got Jesse in it. Aaron Paul.
Science bitch. Here's what I want you guys to notice. Does everyone have it pulled up?
Yeah. It's only got
Scroll
8
down
views.
and look at the views.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
10 views? Whoa, this channel's only got 105 subscribers, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that first
But-
comment 3 hours ago? I can't read that. Can you? I can't
Welcome
read
home.
it. No. Not the
Oh, the
first
one-
one. That's a pin post. The first comment by fucking whatever. What's the? I don't know what it says, but it got a heart from the fucking channel.
I think that it is the characters from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Is that it? Is it? It is. I see
Right?
Meatwad. I see. Shake is the first one.
It's Sri Lanka, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that is.
All right, let's do Google Translate.
Oh, dude, it's gonna fuck Google's here and there.
No, that's not what I want to do. Let me copy it and I'll tell you what it says because it's Sri Lankan. Great work. That was that comment. Then the other comment was Ella. I don't know what the fuck that. Everybody's saying Ella, so I'm guessing it has something to do with the trailer.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Welcome Home, official trailer 2019. Even though it came out in 2018. Oh, there's Jesse. Never heard of those production companies. What's happening? She's pretty. Bollywood, dude. Is this a Bollywood movie? Is he an abusive boyfriend? Who's this guy? Oh, dude. Para Español Primeras Tres. Federico. Discount Benicio. He's trying to take his bitch, dude. Sexy Italian guy. We're going to see some titty in this movie. Sold American. I saw some side tit. Oh, what's this? What's going on? What's up with all those cameras? I don't trust Federico, dude. Yeah, dude, that's old Jesse. That's skinny Jess. Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Looks like someone's a really big Coheed fan.
I know, right?
Why y'all say that?
Down to the lyrical matter.
Was it the Federico? Is that a Coheed thing? Because I don't know.
Just the title.
And the love triangle.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So the only reason this is the only goddamn trailer. Wait, I think I had another one. Yep.
There's two.
M. Night Shyamalan, y'all. This is an
Shyamalama
Apple
Ding Dong.
TV. Shyamalama Ding Dong. Let's see what he's got. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2. Apple TV. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Watch this shit. That's a fake baby. That's not a real baby, y'all. That's one of those, like, it's a baby. A fake baby. You like that? Classic M. Night. Long cut. Holding on the shot. Less weird. M. Night movie, bitch. You don't get less weird. Oh, it's fucking Harry Potter, dude. That ain't a real baby. That's not a real baby, dude. It's a bot. It's one of those fake babies. It's a doll. Okay. It's one of those fake babies. People buy, dude, that's a big market there. Those babies that look real, they sell for like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. The realer they look, the better. There's a market on that. Shit looks trippy, dude. Ooh. The Muffin Man that lives at Drury Lane.
Looks twisty.
I'm interested.
Looks as twisty as those stairs.
Do you know you said the Muffin Man that lives
The
at Drury
Muffin
Lane?
Man. The Muffin Man.
So the baby's real. And
Not though. Is it?
no, I think that's the twist.
The baby's real,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he thinks
It's a
it's not.
taxidermed baby.
Yeah.
It's a beyond the baby.
Baby Beyond.
That's
So
what I think. I'm
So we
calling
watched a trailer earlier. Don't
we're
know
gonna
what
write
it
a
was.
song called "Death Diaper Divine" now.
it.
We got another trailer.
I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
Skinwalker.
Yes.
We watched something earlier and this popped up, and I put it in there because why not? You ready,
Alright.
You ready, Grav? That's Griffin and Trav together. 3, 2, 1, play. Never heard of them. How many production companies? Oh, what's his? Oh shit! What's he doing in this movie? What's his name? That's him, dude. That is him. This shit looks trippy. Why is he breaking everything? This is like Midsummer fucking the sequel. I got nothing from the trailer, but I watched it.
They spent half the amount on China.
Y'all want to do the short film?
Yeah, I'm cool with
Y'all
it.
good on the short film?
Sure, load it
All
up.
right, I picked this one because it's sci-fi. When I drop this, I hope the screenshot pops up. Yes. Who is that kid? I recognize him from something.
Lion, the Witch, in the Wardrobe.
Is that it? His face is so familiar.
Thomas Brody Sangster. Let me see. Let me search for him.
I've already got it up. He was in Maze Runner 1,
Yeah.
2, Maze Runner 3. He's the Maze Runner kid. This was in 2013, y'all, the short film.
Shit, I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Ready, Trav?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, play. Sci-fi. This is a cool channel, Griffin, if you haven't subscribed. They got a lot of... Pretty much every film is sci-fi. CGI. The only reason I picked it is because it's sci-fi. What's crazy is this was shot in 2013, but it was uploaded in 2017 to YouTube. What's hilarious is you can watch it on YouTube and pay $1.99. Okay. I did not watch this before. Why does his suit look like paper mache? Is he? Dude, is he? Okay. What's funny is every time he pulls it in, is he playing? Is this real? What's that little dude on there? What's happening? You cheeky bastard. Pretty good effects for a fucking short film, guys. What's up with that watch? He is playing, dude. Because no way you fucking break out this. That's the black satellite. Y'all know anything about that? It's a satellite that orbits the Earth that's black and sort of shaped like a pyramid. And we don't know where it came from. Is that a baby monitor on his back? Here we go. He's back. Was he really out there? Is this real life? I already like it. He needs some milk and a dentist. For real, dude. Are they gonna eat that satellite? Ooh. This is pretty good, y'all. Come on, this is weird. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take your helmet off, dude. Are you doing isolation? Take it off. Oh, it's real, dude. Could you imagine going out in that? This is probably what got him the role. You got a look about you. I'm going to start doing that. You got a look about you. He looks familiar. This guy delivering the grog, who is he? I'm going to do some research because I have 3 monitors. He looks so familiar. If you're right, Travis, you're going to win an award. What's his name? Here he is. Here he is. He was. Oh, I know who he is. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Do y'all remember Pirates of the Caribbean? The pirate with the fucked up eye? That's him, dude. He was also on The Office, the British version. Dude. He's the fucking pirate with the fucked up eye. Look how serious this shit is. Did he say hello puppet? I think he did. He's a hello puppet guy. Hello puppet. What's happening? I don't want to live in this world. What's up with this Fallout music? Chickens are flying upside down. How'd they get out of their cage? Dude, you can't steampunk in space. This is pretty good for a short film, y'all. I like him. He's Gandalf. Man, fuck living somewhere like that. Trash station. Why can't they live on Earth? He's gonna fix that shit with a spoon. Oh, gravity. That was a good scene. This is a short film, y'all. No budget. Here it comes. Star Child. There's a net. There's other people up here. This is pretty good. Yeah, dude. That's a fucked up clock. Who's this? Ooh, what's that? There she is. Yo, why is your head pushed to one side? Why is your nose facing my nose? You threw him something. Man, that would be a weird world to live in. This is a Terry Gilliam movie. For sure. What happened? Don't do that. You know that tether ain't strong. It's made out of trash. Oh, I caught him. Yeah. That's scary. Why is he the only one going outside? Why do they have chickens? Space chickens? Spickens? Is he dead? It's pretty good for a short film, dude. The actors are on point. Even old Mama over here. Here's what I want to know. Why is everyone living in these little shitty ass capsules? Oh, we're eating a fucking satellite. Oh, she's gonna read it. You got a fucked up eye. Why is his eye all weird? She wants to fuck. We're gonna eat that. Hello, puppet. That's the guy with the fucked up eye, dude. I didn't go down the list, but when I ran his name, and that's his dad. That's his dad, that's his grandfather, and that's his grandmother. But when I ran dad and I clicked on his name, I saw Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like, oh shit, fucked up eye. Of course. Were they eating wet newspaper? How you get a fucking space chicken, dude? I like the granddad. He was in the theater. Don't be daft. Translation. Don't be weird. Why is she on the other end of the table? Alone. I like it, y'all. It ain't bad. The girl. We're eating it. It's in your bowl. There it is. Yep, it's in the bowl. Bitch, you can't read that. You can't read it. Get out of there, dude. Oh, there it is. This is intense, y'all. This is pretty good for a short film. I love the granddad, dude. He's just. What's crazy is the granddad and the dad look related. This fucking ship's running off a film projector. Pull it. Pull the spoon. Everyone loses gravity. Oh no, dude. Don't do that. Stop him. Man. You blame him? Granddad hands him the fucking helmet. Fucking right, dude. He's like, get you some poon. I have been here for 40 years with none. It is worth it. Yeah. It is worth it. Look at that face acting. Acting. Look at him, dude. Get it. I like Granddad. He needs a whole movie. Here he goes. We got gravity. This is pretty good, guys. This channel's good. Look, he don't give a fuck. What's Granddad saying? I need a biscuit. A tiny Triscuit. Oh, he coughed up some note. What's it say? Oh shit. It's not gonna be good. Griffin, how did you know that? Don't do that shit! No, dude. Oh, dude, this ain't gonna end well. They're gonna jump into each other and float away. That's it. Damn, dude, you're fucked. Look at the frost on this thing. Oh no, here she comes. Damn, this sucks. Oh, dude. Damn, dude. Fuck that world. Y'all gonna kiss through the helmets? Are they gonna take their helmets off? Oh, shit. Here they go. They're dead. I mean, fuck that life anyway, right? Be cool if they land in the water. Nope, that ain't happening. Y'all'd already be dead. This for sure a movie. Oh, man. Come on, guys. Every time we see a shooting star, that's what it is. What are these people? Asians. Ooh. Not a bad short film.
No, that was good.
How'd you know that's He
I have
coughed
no
that
idea.
up, and Griffin was like, "She was meant to jump."
I just had that
You
feeling.
felt it.
Yeah.
You're right, dude. I didn't see that coming. Good short film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good.
All right. Next week we're watching The Joker. We're doing as many Mandalorians as we can find.
And the Joker.
Griffin, man. When you gonna watch it? Sunday?
Maybe. I'm
You
not
might
sure.
want to
yet.
watch it twice.
I'm
gonna watch it again.
I got a lot of stuff going on this
I know, man. You watch on your phone.
week. I don't know about that.
Pull it up,
Man.
watch a little bit. Travis, you gonna watch it again?
Most likely.
Yeah, you will. You'll probably watch it 10 more times. That's how good it was. Stanley Kubrick, man.
I'm gonna try to watch it before this weekend.
It deserves a second viewing. Because here's the thing, man. The first time you watch it, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Right, Travis? You had no idea, dude.
There were reveals in the movie.
But there's a left road and a right road, and you're like, oh shit, he's going left, and it's like, you're just all over the place. So I'm gonna watch it again just so I can go in and pick shit up. But we're not gonna reveal too much.
It's a damn fine movie, dude.
But it's And then what were we gonna watch? What were we supposed to watch next week? It was another.
Just whatever.
I know we gotta watch Vanilla Sky. But what we're gonna is that what y'all want to see?
I don't think Kubrick did Vanilla Sky, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Did they?
I don't think his last movie was Eyes Wide Shut.
Vanilla Sky? He didn't do Vanilla Sky?
Vanilla Sky is a 2001 movie directed by Cameron Crowe, starring Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz.
Why have I been living years thinking that he directed that movie?
I
don't know, but next week we'll figure out what movie. We got 2 more. Wait, we only watched 1, right? No, we watched 2.
But I will say I would be down for a revisit to Vanilla Sky.
Man, that movie's good.
Yeah, it is.
It's real good.
That's a great movie.
I remember Travis was like, he's like, have you seen Vanilla Sky? I was like, I ain't watching that bitch ass shit. I fucking did 9 months, motherfucker. I'm a real G. And he was like, borrow my copy. And I watched it and I was like, what? Didn't you let me borrow your copy? You did.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Why did I think he directed that? I think I'm getting it mixed up with Eyes Wide Shut. I'm sorry.
It's all. Yeah, I got a lot of shit to do this week.
Do you?
Like a lot.
What's going on?
Well, I have to watch Joker and Mandalorian. I got a bunch of shit to edit, and then Saturday we're coming to the Hotlanta.
Oh yeah.
So.
But here's the thing on the Joker ain't that long. Mandalorian ain't that long. Here's the thing: if we can only do 1 episode, we'll only do 1. It just depends on what Griffin can do.
No, I'm gonna do them both.
You gonna do them both?
I'm just gonna have to pencil some stuff around. You know what I'm saying?
If you can only do 1, dude. Even if you can't, but
I'm gonna do them.
It's mandatory that you watch the Joker because that's what's important.
Right.
That deserves its goddamn own episode there. Holy shit!
How long was that episode of The Mandalorian, Trav?
30 minutes.
Like 39 minutes. You could watch it before you went to bed tonight, dude. It's that short.
Well, what I'll probably do is Friday when the second one comes out, just watch them both back to back.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And then Sunday
you
morning,
could easily cram 2 episodes in like an hour, maybe an hour and 10.
Yeah.
You'll be riding that high of that cliffhanger that you're like, want the next one.
Yeah, I'm either gonna watch the Joker Friday for when I get home from work, and then watch Mandalorian Sunday, or vice versa.
The pilot cliffhanger for Mandalorian's a doozy.
It'll pull you in.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be a good.
It's gonna be a good episode.
Week. Yeah, it's going to be a really good week this week, as long as I can make it through fucking work.
You'll make it.
We're going to the High Res Expo, Trav, on Saturday.
They're going
That's
to
cool.
the Paladins Expo.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get some pictures with some people?
Probably not.
I mean, if it's free.
I mean, maybe, but I'm just gonna.
But if you roll up and they're like $20 for a pic, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You ain't that good, and my healer out-healed you.
Yeah, for real. No, the main thing I'm interested in is they've got this build your own champion thing, and you sit down with like some of the people from
High Res.
Yeah, and
they're gonna be like, "Who are you?" And you're like, "Griffin." They're like, "We know you, you shit talker."
Yeah, right. And but I'm gonna
network, man.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pitch them an idea
network
that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna make business cards at work. Cut them with the.
Okay, I was gonna say you ain't got enough time, but
yeah,
I got a business card guy that could probably overnight them.
But
I'm just saying, what would be on your business card? Would you go? Hang on. I can't remember from American Psycho. What was it?
Oh, the fucking eggshell lettering.
No, it was something. The color.
Oh,
I can't remember the color, dude.
Yeah,
I almost had it. Wait. It's right there, dude. Yeah. Nah, I ain't got it. Wait.
Yeah.
Raised lettering.
Yeah. Pale Nimbus, maybe?
Pale Nimbus is it, dude. That's it, man. Pale Nimbus. You're going to break out in a sweat.
Yeah.
Dude, if you gave me a business card and you said, here it is, raised lettering, Pale Nimbus, I'd be like, you're hired. You're hired.
Interview.
You're hired. Hey, I want y'all to know this. Since we've been live on the live page, my uBlock Origin has blocked 995 ads.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We almost went 3 hours. 2 hours and 44 minutes.
Shit, I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
But next week, Joker, Mandalorian. Anything else y'all want to say? What was the bad lieutenant decision of this movie?
That it wasn't long enough. That's all I got. That's the only bad lieutenant decision.
I could watch as long as they can do a director's cut.
Yeah.
With every scene ever.
Yeah.
This movie was perfect.
I agree.
That's all I got to say. We're coming back next week.
Checks in the mail.